Hello. Today is going to be episode 2 of my ideas for new ski areas. This time it's going to be in Colorado and it's going to be called Montezuma Canyon. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, as you see here, this is the map of the resort. Over here you can see Keystone, and down here is the town of Montezuma. From the Montezuma base would be the primary base of the resort and would open earlier than the Grizzly Gulch base, which would be closer to Keystone, but it would only service advanced terrain out of its base. You could take the lift up if you're an intermediate skier, but you couldn't come back down unless you downloaded the lift, which is an option. But starting at the Montezuma base, there are 3 out-of-base lifts. The Sapphire Elk Express, which mainly serves blue groomers and a couple black runs. I'm not sure if they would be like moguled up, or I'm not really in the say for that. And then you would also have the Montezuma Gondola, which would take you up a little steep section up here to a mid-station here where you could load and unload both ways. And then it continues up to Zuma Station up here, which is a very busy area with a little lodge. And then you also have the Ghost Town Express, which also runs parallel to the top of the Montezuma Gondola. And it would serve the flat, the most beginner-friendly terrain there. Unfortunately, there is a bunch of expert terrain that drops down into it, so it may not be the best, but it is pretty flat. So that might be a good option for you. And then in that valley, too, you can access the Glacier Mountain Tram, which services by far the most difficult terrain at the resort, with Sofine, Verrückt Chute, Loco, Glacier Chute, Alta, and Stellar Cornice, all of which are really difficult. But you can also access Glacier Ridge, AJ's Glade, can't really see that, but actually I would change that rating to be a little higher up. It's more like a chute, and then you can access some of these some of these bowls up here if you want to. And down here, the last out-of-base lift is the Santa Fe Double, which you can take all these little short trails off of it. It's really steep. That's what defines this area. It's not so that it's like chutes. It's just that it's really steep. So you can take Santa Fe Trail, Morgan Gully, ABC, Zoomer, 123, Equity, all that. And then coming down from the Ghost Town area, you can, if you're a beginner, you can take these roads, or you can download the gondola either from the top station or from the mid station down, if you prefer that. And then up here is, at the top of the Montezuma Gondola, is a very Loveland-esque area. So you can take the Torrey's Express, which is another good beginner area, and it takes you to one of the highest lift serve areas, where you have a nice beginner green bowl area up here. There is a little steep area, but I tried to make the runs avoid that, and maybe you would have some rock clearing to make it flatter. And then all these runs eventually funnel back down into Zuma Way, which I would probably make a wide run. And then under the lift is also the run roller coaster. And then next to Torrey's, you have the St. John's Creek lift, which to me looks very similar to Chair 6 at Loveland, the terrain under it. So maybe a little mellower than that. And then off of that, you can access the Keystone Triple, which services some nice cornices up here and a blue bowl area. Oh yeah, there's a little mistake there. Oops. And then you can also, from the top of Montezuma Gondola, you can access the Snake Basin Express, which would have an angled mid-station over here for loading only, and that would serve a blue bowl and a couple blacks over here at the top. And then also from there you can access this hike up to these chutes and these bowls and the bowl areas here, which would be another pretty difficult area of the resort. Oh yeah, and I did forget to these, so I would make these ones would be mostly EX double blacks, Gold Rush, Pioneer Chute, Rocky Road, Rock Garden, Ghost Town Cliffs. But the Abandoned Goalie, Furnace, and Snowy Bowl might keep the double or the just regular double black rating. Maybe Snowy Bowl could be EX double black. And then from there, you can also access, from that ridge, you can access 10 Mile, ABC Goalie, Lightyear, and Galaxy, which would just drop you back down to the Montezuma base and into the Sapphire Elk pod. Moving to the other side of the mountain is the Grizzly Gulch Express, which is the main the only out of base lift on that side of the mountain. You could take, off of that lift, you can take Elk Ridge or Linebacker to get down to the Argentine 6-pack lift, which would be the best blue groomer area on the entire mountain. And then also off of that, you can take No Fear down to the Idabel Express, which would serve a pretty good mogul / groomer area for blacks. And then off of Argentine, you can take Geneva or A2B or Andes down to the Independence Chair, which would serve as some nice chutes and bowl terrain, and also a hike to the Independence Bowl and these other chutes over here. And this would be a really a little nice area. Overall, this resort would be pretty nice. It's just, it would make traffic on I-70 worse, but that's my little overview. Oh yeah, and also if you're trying to connect from one side to the other, you can take the Wayback Triple. I totally didn't copy that from Keystone, maybe? I don't know. You can take Wayback, or you can take Independence and ski this ridge here, which I should have marked as a blue. It's not that steep. But that's my overview of Montezuma Canyon, and on to logistics. Montezuma Canyon would be located in the namesake Montezuma, Colorado. At least the main base would be. And it would be just up the road from Keystone, but not on Highway 6. It would be down Montezuma Road, which is a different road from the road that takes you to Arapahoe Basin. From Denver, it is an hour 30-minute drive when traffic's good. And the fastest route is over Loveland Pass, but that's only 3 minutes faster than taking I-70 down the tunnel to Dillon and then back through Keystone to Montezuma. And this resort would be about 3,200 acres, which is a pretty decent sized resort. That would put it to be bigger than, it would be just bigger than Keystone even. So that's actually pretty impressive. And it would have around a 2,900 foot vertical drop from the top of Independence Mountain to the bottom of the Grizzly Gulch base. And the base area height would be higher than most other ski areas in Colorado, so altitude may be an issue. Well, that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more videos like this, like and subscribe to Link Skiing. I hope you have a good day, and see you later. Bye.